We want the show. We want the show. I'm never going to start. Where are they all? Why aren't they starting yet? Are you lot ready?
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready, which is good, because I started the show. I have the very first line, so clearly I'm the most important person here. We're waiting! Come on! I'm brilliant, you know. I come on and I tell you all about the beautiful princess and how she's going to get married to a handsome prince tomorrow, on Christmas Day. Of course, he's dumb as a bucket of hammers, but you can't have everything. When you're a princess, you've got to marry a prince. Well, a prince or a frog. I read that in a book somewhere. You can marry a frog, too. Not much of a choice, if you ask me. I mean, if someone asked you, would you rather marry a smelly, slimy frog that lives in a muddy pond and eats flies, or a handsome prince who lives in a massive castle and has so much money and satellite TV and Nintendo Rock Band Troubadour Edition? The princess, however, doesn't want to marry someone she's never met. She says she doesn't love him. I told her he may have all the personality of a cardboard box in the rain, but at least he doesn't eat flies. Did you listen to me? No, of course not. No one listens to me, and I'm the most important person here. I have the very first line on the show. You ready yet? Come on! I'm gonna go see what's going on. Ow! They just explained it to me. I'm late. I should have started already. I better go see why I haven't started yet.
That silly man.
Everyone's waiting.
I don't know why you hired him.
He's a fool.
He's an idiot. Where have you been? You should have started already.
You started without me?
You weren't here.
Where was I?
In the back.
Oh my goodness. I'll run and go get me.
The sad thing is, he thinks he's funny.
I'm not back there. Go on without me.
He's the worst jester I know. You must get rid of him.
No.
You're the worst jester ever. You haven't made me laugh once since I've hired you.
I can be funny. What's brown and sticky? A stick.
You are an irritating little person. Harry, throw him in the dungeon.
No, I can be funny. I can, really. What did the blind horse say to the parrot with one leg a little shorter than the other leg?
What did the blind horse say to the parrot with one leg a little shorter than the other?
Yes, what did the blind horse say to the parrot with one leg a little shorter than the other?
I don't know. I was just desperately hoping I'd think of something.
Tomorrow is Christmas morning, and our beautiful daughter will be married, Prince Valiant. It will be the finest wedding ever, a Christmas wedding. As a court jester, your job is to be funny. If you haven't made me laugh once since the wedding's over, I'll drop you in the deepest, darkest, moldiest dungeon in the castle.
Why, sir, I will make you laugh. Hey, you. Do you know any jokes? See, he's not making you laugh either. Throw him in the dungeon.
Ow, away with you!
Come, we have so much to prepare for the wedding tomorrow. 97, 98, 99, 100. Good.
most beautiful princess in all the world?
Yes, Your Highness.
I have brunette hair. The only in the kingdom. Aren't I lucky?
Well, you banished every other brunette, or made them dye their hair purple. You fired any maid you thought was prettier than you.
Yes. Well, that's not important now, is it? The important thing is I'm the most fair in all the land. Even the mirror says so.
It does.
Well, it would if it could talk. It certainly shows me how pretty I am.
Well, you sure do spend a lot of time looking at it.
It's a shame I have to marry some horrid prince I've never even met.
I think you're lucky, Your Highness. Prince Valiant. He sounds so dashing. He'll ride up on his mighty steed, sweep you off your feet.
But I deserve more than just a pretty boy. I want a prince who's kind,
But you're not kind.
who likes animals,
But you don't like animals.
who's modest.
But you have nothing in common.
I'm sorry. Were you talking? I wasn't paying any attention, Millie.
Lucy, Your Highness.
Whatever. What do peasants do about getting married? What do you do about getting married?
Well, we usually marry for love, not money.
Well, duh. You don't have any money. But at least you don't have to pick between marrying a prince you don't like and a frog.
A frog?
The jester told me those were my only options.
I wouldn't listen to a jester.
But in the storybooks, the fool turns out to be clever and make everything work out in the end.
Not this fool. He's the worst.
Then who can help me?
Well,
What?
nothing.
What?
I shouldn't have mentioned it.
You didn't mention it. You're going to mention it now.
Your Highness.
Stop it. See this tiara? I'm the princess. Now out with it.
Well, you could see the witch.
Which witch?
What kind of what? What the witch?
What witch?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Which witch?
What?
What?
Exactly.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The witch.
I want to know her name.
What?
The witch's name.
What?
I want you to tell me her name.
I'm telling you her name.
Well, what is it?
Exactly.
Her name is exactly?
No, Your Highness. That would be silly. Her name's what?
If I asked you the name of the witch, you would tell me what?
Yes.
So she's called Yes.
No.
So she's called what?
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
If you say exactly one more time, I'm gonna have your head cut off.
Your Highness.
Just tell me simply the name of the witch.
What?
Tell me the witch's name.
What?
Tell me her name. What is her name? What are you asking me for? I'm telling you. Telling me what?
I can make him.
Watch yourself.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. What is a witch?
A magical woman with a cauldron.
That's her.
Who?
What?
Who?
You don't need to yell.
I can yell all I like. I'm the princess. I don't care if her name is Abigail Schmedge with Chuckle Bottom. Just tell me her name.
They say she's a scary old woman that lives in a hovel. Everyone says she's a witch. I thought maybe she could help you.
Yes! She could cast a spell on the prince and turn him into a frog. Wait, that wouldn't work. I'd still have to marry him.
Well, if there's anyone that can get you out of this, it's what the witch.
Which what?
Close enough.
My father would never let me go out into the forest.
You don't always have to listen to what your father tells you to do.
He's not just my father. He is the king.
Even so,
I have an idea!
you do?
I'll disguise myself as a peasant. I'll dress up in the ugliest, nastiest, rottenest, smelliest, poorest, rags and tatters I can find. Oh, give me your dress!
What?
I'll disguise myself as you, and you disguise yourself as me, and I'll go see the witch. I'll be back within an hour.
But Your Highness,
Stop. See this? Tiara. I'm the princess. Now get to it.
Yes, Your Highness.
Good lord and lady,
Yes?
may I present His Royal Highness, the Prince Valiant.
That's not funny at all.
That's silly. As if you would turn up a day early.
I mean, what kind of idiot would he have to think? To turn up a whole day too early?
Only with a prince with the brains of a mosquito.
A sick mosquito.
A squash mosquito.
A sick squash mosquito.
All squished and meshy. Yeah.
Would be so dumb, so ignorant, so foolish as to turn up a day early.
Prince Valiant!
we weren't expecting you.
We were just,
We were talking about a different prince.
yes, Prince. Prince Carpet! Prince Carpet!
Good old Prince Chair, Carpet. Prince Carpet.
A very old
Worn.
family!
He sounds like a bit of a knucklehead. Glad I'm not as dumb as Prince Carpet.
Of course not. You're much smarter than a carpet.
Thank you.
You must be the king.
Oh, no. He's the king.
King Erroneous.
Eronimus.
King Erroneous. I've come to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. Actually, all of her.
Wonderful.
And you must be the queen.
I am the queen! That's the jester.
Oh, of course, silly mistake. It must be the hair. So, where is everyone? I was expecting to ride up on my shining white steed and be surrounded by an adoring crowd for a royal wedding.
But the wedding's tomorrow.
Are you sure? I thought it was Christmas tomorrow.
It's both.
A Christmas wedding. How confusing. We won't know which presents are for Christmas and which ones are for the wedding.
Well, about that. There may not be that many presents.
We hate to say it, but we're poor.
Poor? You live in a palace. A very small, rather run down palace.
We used to be rich, but our royal treasury was robbed.
Robbed? You mean moving around the furniture and painting the walls?
No, that's redecorated. Rob is when things get stolen.
Oh, robbed. What color is it? I mean, what did they take?
Everything.
My jewels!
My gold.
My string! What? I collect string, okay?
That's okay. Once I marry your daughter, we'll go and live in my palace, which has gold floors,
Gold floors?
gold ceilings,
Gold ceilings.
and even gold windows.
What? Windows? How do you see out of them?
I leave them open. I'm so rich, I have the outside air condition. Now show me to the princess.
This way, moneybags. I mean, your richness.
You'll be rich again, my dear.
Nothing. What's wrong with this wedding?
Nothing will go wrong.
Our daughter better like him.
He doesn't have a choice. There aren't many princes around here. And what's wrong with him? A perfectly fine prince.
Well, he isn't exactly too bright.
No, if you gave a penny for his thoughts, he owe you change. But he's better than a frog.
A frog?
Yeah, the jester was explaining to me the advantages of having a son-in-law whose legs are considered a delicacy.
Oh, I see.
Anybody trespassing on our forest lately?
Just last week, a young lad attempted to pass through.
It wasn't a little bit. We scared the living daylights out of him.
What did you do to him? We sneaked around in the shadows.
And the branches and vine cones were crackling and popping under our feet.
was flying in the trees.
Was he getting nervous?
Oh, yeah. He took a few steps, looked around uneasily.
And he was shaky and took a few more steps.
Then we crouched down, ready to strike. Then we bucked him up and surrounded him.
This way.
That
We blocked him at every turn until
He screamed.
Then he crashed right through us and bolted off at lightning speed. Trolls, trolls, people from naughty gnomes, crafty chumps. Trolls, trolls, people from better run. Here we go. Let's go troll the forest.
I'm not the intruders.
it's troll territory.
No trespassing.
Together, boys!
Trolls, trolls, people from naughty gnomes, crafty chumps. Trolls, trolls, people from
Mine too. It was just brutal yesterday. Looking at this way and that, I was bent to the ground. I thought old man Wink wanted to rip me from my roots.
Come on, trees. Limber up. Get that sack pumping.
Reach, bend low, way.
We must stay fit to protect our forest.
Watch for the intruders. Bend low and push them.
Rock, sway, throw them off balance. Stretch and reach your limbs and pull them to you.
Shaking out of the shiver, shriek with fright.
Someone's coming! Places, everyone!
Scare shadows.
Wide branches, wide. goblin trees and troll creatures. It's so messy and disorganized. It's not a bit like the royal garden.
The royal garden?
Ah!
And when did you see the royal gardens, miss? Oh, no, don't be alarmed. It's just me, the blacksmith's son.
What are you doing creeping around in the forest?
Hey, I'm not creeping around. I'm just gathering wood for my father.
The blacksmith? Why does someone who works with iron need wood?
Why for the forge, lass? You burn the wood to heat the forge to heat the iron. Have you never seen a blacksmith at work? Okay, well, anyways, my father's the finest smith in the land. He once shoed a pony for the princess herself.
The princess? The fair, beautiful princess?
No, Princess Stuck-Up, they call her, or Princess Snooty Pants.
What?
Yeah, the vainest woman in the kingdom. She's so shallow, she could drown on a wet sidewalk.
Well, what nerve?
Though you should be careful though, because if she saw you, she would have you thrown in a dungeon for being so beautiful.
Yes, I am. I definitely would. Smithy boy.
Alan, call me Alan.
Alan, where is the witch that lives in these woods?
A witch?
Her name is exactly. Maybe.
Exactly, maybe?
Don't start.
Exactly what?
She lives somewhere in this forest.
There's an old woman. Yeah, she lives further up that path.
That's her.
Her name is what? Wakanda what?
Oh. You could have just told me that.
Just keep going up that path. When you get to the deepest and darkest part of the forest, you'll see a hut. That's hers.
The forest gets darker than this?
Aye, lass. And if you don't hurry, you'll not reach your hut before nightfall.
Oh my. Maybe I should go back. But I've come so far.
If you'd like to, I could walk with you.
Very well. I will allow it. And as we walk, you may tell me how pretty I am.
It's truth. You must be as vain as the princess herself.
I am not vain.
Ah, vanity thy name is. What is your name, miss?
It's Priscilla Peasant.
Nice to meet you, Priscilla. I'm Alan. Alan, the blacksmith's son. Works from dawn till day is done.
That sounds like a poem.
Aye, a piece of one. An old, old one. I was named after it. Then again, my father was too. And my grandfather before him, and so forth and so on. We're all born of a smith and grew up to be one. Not only that, we have sons of our own.
Do you like working as a smith?
I like shooting the horses. You have to be very gentle with them, or they get frightened.
Oh. Well, are you married?
Not yet, Priscilla. And you?
Not if I can help it. That's why I'm going to see the witch.
I wouldn't call her a witch. Not to her face, anyway.
Is she a wicked witch?
You'll find out. Her hut's just right there.
You're not staying?
No, I have wood together. Sorry.
Oh, goodbye.
Alright, well, till we meet again.
What brings you to my humble abode? How did you know I was here? Guess. Guess? Guess? You used a crystal ball to spy on me. No, Danny. You foretold my arrival in your cauldron of bubbling witch brew. This is gumbo. Gumbo. Shrimp, sausages, potatoes. I'm very proud of my gumbo. I don't care. It's not witch brew, dearie. You don't make witch brew with sausages. You make witch brew with newt's eyes and Benny Snake. Are you saying my cooking smells like Benny Snake?
No!
Well, your answer is no. I did not foretell your arrival in my cauldron of delicious, homemade, extra spicy shrimp gumbo with young sausages. Now, make your last guess or go back to the palace and quit wasting my time.
Well, I don't know. You're a nosy old baggage and you heard us talking.
Exactly. Two lovebirds trilling their song right past my heart. I'd have to have been deaf.
But how did you know that I was the princess?
Well, young men with a fancy in their eye may not always see clearly, but your shoes aren't made for walking. Those soft hands have never scrubbed a dish nor washed a floor. And your dress has creases made in it by someone a little taller than you. I notice things. Plus, I've seen your face on silver coins.
That's not really magic. Can you help me?
What's it you need? A love potion?
Tomorrow I must marry a prince I've never even met. I want you to stop it. I don't want to marry him.
Well, if you've never met him, how do you know you don't want to marry him? Maybe it will be love at first sight.
I'd sooner marry the blacksmith's son.
You could do worse. Mayhap you should have looked at him a little closer. What's wrong with this prince?
He's rich and stupid.
Sounds like a match.
I am not stupid. I may be vain.
So you admit it.
Well, why shouldn't I be? I'm the princess, and I'm pretty. My whole life, I've been told that I'm the beautiful princess. I've been told what to wear, where I must go, and who I must marry. A dumb prince or frog, that's my choice.
Hey, I married a frog once. They're overrated.
I command you to stop the wedding.
You command me? In my forest, you command me? Dearie, I bet you wished you asked that differently.
Mistress, what? If you would be so kind to help me, I would be very grateful.
That's much better. In order to stop the wedding, you must give 3 gifts. Gifts? Tomorrow's Christmas, isn't it?
Yes, but princesses don't give gifts. They get gifts. Lots of them. Last year for Christmas, I got 2 ponies, so in case one broke, I could play with the other.
Tomorrow, you must give 3 gifts. To your father, you must give a single hair from the crescent moon there. To your mother, you must give a tear from the dragon's eye. And to the one that you will marry, you must give a petal from the blood rose.
But I don't want to marry him.
Then don't give it to him. Give it to the one you do want to marry.
But where will I find the crescent moon bear? Or the dragon? or the blood rose. If you go deeper into the forest, far past my house, hovel, house, across the dead stream and through the barren rocks to the very deepest, darkest parts of the forest. Oh my! As far as the other side of night, you will come across a dark cave. That is where the crescent moon bear lives.
Oh my, this is impossible.
The bear, once you pluck a hair from the chest of the crescent moon bear, he will cry out so loudly that the dragon will come to his aid.
But how does he get cell phone reception out there?
Once you pluck the hair, he'll cry out so loudly that the dragon will come. The bear has sharp claws and big teeth.
And then he'll call a dragon?
A dragon with bigger claws and sharper teeth? A bear can only eat you up, dearie. A dragon can burn you to a little pile of ash that will blow in the wind.
I knew this was impossible!
Well then, go ahead and marry your stupid prince. It's the easy way out.
Never!
Then you know what you have to do. Start walking.
But what about the blood rose?
You'll find out when the time is right. It's getting later by the minute, and you have a long way to go.
Thank you.
Oh, do you want some gunpowder to take with you? It's got yummy sausages in it.
No thanks.
Oh, come, have some. You'll appreciate some nice ones on your journey. The night will be as cold as a cruel word, and the wind as sharp as an icicle. And here, this will hold the dragon's tear. Good luck. You have a long way to go, and it's uphill all the way, and all the way back.
But it's getting dark.
You're right. I should have said it's dark and uphill all the way.
Princess?
Oh?
I am Prince Valiant.
You're
You're
the,
more beautiful than everyone says.
you're the handsome prince.
Yes, and tomorrow I shall be your handsome husband.
Oh, but I can't.
Don't tell me you're having second thoughts. I couldn't bear it. You're the woman I've dreamed of my whole life.
Wow. You have incredible eyes.
2 of them. Princess, I know I may not be very clever. In the 3rd grade, the other kids teased me because they could do long division and fractions. And I was 22. But I will be a good husband and be kind and true to you.
But I'm not. I'm poor. I can't marry a prince.
Oh, your father told me. It wouldn't matter if you were a scullery maid. I would still marry you.
Or a lady's maid?
I would marry you if you scrubbed the toilets at Dodger Stadium. And I just wouldn't kiss your hand. I was just kissing her hand. You! Yes, me. Wait, dude, don't leave. You better not have ruined this. Wait, my love.
Oh dear. Oh dearie me. The prince and the maid? What was she doing dressed up like the princess? Where is the princess? I must run and tell the king. The king, who has already threatened me with the dungeon once this evening. If I tell him that his future son-in-law has got his eye on the maid, he'll be furious. He'll take it out on me. I know he will. I must hide.
Jester, where are you?
Hiding.
Dear, have you seen the jester? Ah, never mind. Hey, what's that ruckus out there? Have you seen the jester?
Tell him I'm not here.
Who said that?
The man in the front row with the terrible jokes.
Doesn't sound like him.
I have a cold.
Amazing. Your lips don't even move.
Botox.
Jester, stop fooling around.
Well, that's what you paid me to do.
Have you seen the prince?
He was just here. He went on a moonlight stroll with the maid. Maybe he wasn't here.
Was he here or not?
No, he was here. He was kissing the maid. Maybe he, mainly he was kissing her hand. And, then they went to the royal gardens.
Sounds like they're getting along splendidly. Now I need your help decorating the Christmas tree wedding cake.
Christmas tree wedding cake?
Yeah, what else would you have at a Christmas wedding? I need you to hold the cake still while I put icing on it.
Well, where's the cook?
Ooh, I kinda told her about it, and she yelled at me for 2 minutes and then left in a huff.
Well, I don't blame her. I'd have left in a minute and a half.
You're still not funny.
No, sire!
Your face, it's as soft as a marshmallow. And your eyes, they're all swirly, like spoiled milk poured into blue coffee.
Oh, no one's ever said such nice things to me. Prince Valiant,
Yes.
kiss me. Kiss me like the morning flower kisses flower petal.
All wet and drippy.
Okay.
There you are!
I was just getting something out of her eye.
With your lips?
Well,
What if the king sees you?
oh dear. I will see you soon. In the morning we wed.
You'll wed? The prince and the maid? What is going on?
Oh, Jester, the most wonderful thing, but the most horrible thing.
Which is which?
They're both the same thing.
What you talking about, Lucy?
The princess made me dress in her gown, and the prince fell in love with me.
Well, I figured as much. If I hadn't come in when I did, this might not have been a family show.
And the terrible part is, I fell for him too, utterly and completely.
He doesn't even know who you are. He thinks you're the real princess.
That worst part. What can we do?
What do you mean, what can we do? I think he's going to notice that something is off when he sees a different woman at his wedding tomorrow. Well, then again, maybe not. There's nothing you can do. He is a prince, and he must marry a princess, not a lady she's made, no matter how good she looks in a dress.
I like my dress.
It's not your dress, it's the princess's. Where is the princess?
She's in the forest. She went to go see the witch.
She what? Why would she do such a thing?
I told her to. Was that bad?
What's that bad? She could have been eaten by wild animals or gotten lost in the woods.
I'm sure she probably made it to the witch's hut.
That's not comforting.
I'm sure she'll be back by morning.
And the king will wait. Oh, it's all going to come crashing down tomorrow. The prince and the maid, the princess out in the woods all night. And you know the worst part?
What?
I'll get all the blame. I always do.
I don't blame you.
Yes, but you're not the one who's going to have me thrown in a dungeon, now are you?
But what can we do? I love Prince Valiant. Don't tell the king.
Tomorrow, you will have to tell the prince the truth. Tomorrow, he weds another.
But I'm so unhappy, Jester.
I could tell you a joke.
Mr. Bear? Mr. Bear? Mr. Bear? Mr. Bear? Mr. Bear? It's Princess Suckup! I'm the princess! Please don't eat me!
I was hibernating.
I need your help!
Help? You didn't ask me for my help?
I'm the princess! My father! He's very important! He's the king! He sent me here to command you! Oh, look! The North Star!
You're trying to pluck a hair from my chest.
Well, no! No, definitely not!
People hunt unicorns for their spiral horns and tiger looks for their stripy antlers. And every time I lay down for a winter's sleep, somebody tries to pluck a hair from my chest. Be gone, or I shall eat you up.
Oh, no. I've come so far. And I'm so cold. But I can't give up now. Mr. Bear, please. I crossed the dead stream, and I climbed the bare rocks, and I walked all this way in the snow. Won't you take pity on me? I'm pretty. And I'm cold. Do you really want to be the bear that said no to a princess?
Roar! I have eaten the last 3, and I'm still hungry. Be gone, or you shall be next.
This is impossible. I can't pluck a hair from an angry bear. And then a dragon will come. I guess I'll just have to go home and marry the stupid prince. Do you think I should go home and marry the stupid prince? No. Should I try one more time? Yes. But what if he eats me? He's so hungry.
Gumbo.
The what? The gumbo! You're right! Mr. Bear, I'm not frightened, you hear me?
Roar! What? Run away.
No.
You have to.
I won't. And if you're gonna eat me, you better start I'm not going to run away, no matter how much you roar.
Really?
Definitely.
What if I gnash my teeth? Or I swipe your teeth?
I have no choice, but if you're hungry, I'll give you my gumbo. Mistress What made it. She was the one who said if I didn't pluck a hair from your chest, I'd have to marry this stupid prince.
You got gumbo?
My yummy sausages.
My favorite. You know, I don't really eat people. I just say that because all I want to do is sleep and nobody ever leaves me alone.
I just need one hair, and then I'll let you be.
But it always hurts and I always cry.
And then a dragon will come.
The dragon? You know about the dragon? Well, that's good, I guess. It comes as a surprise to most people. Well,
Thank you, Mr. Bear. I have it. Thank you, Mr. Bear.
you better run, because now the dragon will come.
I can't. I need a tear from her.
A tear? From the dragon? Don't you know a dragon only cries once in 1,000 years?
Once in 1,000 years? How will I ever get a tear?
Although, it has been a long time since you last cried. Maybe it's been 1,000 years. Maybe only 100. You might have to wait a while.
I can't do that.
Hi, she's coming!
Who has awoken me from my great sleep?
It was the bear. It wasn't me.
The bear stays quiet unless he's disturbed. Who has stolen one of his hairs?
That was me.
Then be prepared to be eaten up.
No, please. I need one of your tears.
A tear? I have not cried in ages.
So you should be due, right?
I am not sad.
Tomorrow, I have to marry someone I do not love. Isn't that sad?
Not for me.
La 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 la. Can you think of anything that makes you sad? Puppies lost in the woods. Getting socks for Christmas. Transformers 2.
The last time I cried was 826 years ago, when my husband forgot our anniversary.
Oh, that is terrible.
It certainly was for him. I called him up right on the spot.
But that means you won't cry for another 174 years.
You are good at math.
Not that anyone cares. They just want me to look pretty.
That is a bit sad. What is 72 times 103?
7,416.
Right. Ask me one.
Promise you won't eat me?
Well, I'll give you 3 tries. You can ask me a question that I cannot answer, then I will not eat you up.
What is 16,300,003 divided by 7?
2,328,572. I went to school for 1,200 years, you know. I learned a lot of math.
Wow. Who was the king of Thrain in the year of the emancipation of weasels?
The king of Thrain?
You didn't say it had to be a math question. You just said 3 questions.
The king of Thrain in the year of the emancipation of weasels.
You don't know, do you?
King Henry II. I met him once.
He tasted like chicken. And I got a piece of his armor stuck in my teeth for 2 whole weeks.
You know everything, don't you?
I have been around here a lot longer than you have, honey.
Well, I don't...
Ask your last question. I'm getting hungry.
What does a man stand to do, a woman sit down to do, and a dog raise one leg to do?
What?
I overheard it from the jester.
I can't answer that. There are kids watching.
Well, if you can't answer it, then you can't eat me.
Well, that is... You can't answer it either.
Yes, I can. Then shake hands. I'm Mr. Uranus Bosch. Pleased to meet you. Lady Magnolia Cherry Blossom. Charmed, I'm sure. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, they shake hands. That is so funny.
Oh, I haven't laughed so hard since an official came to tell me I was an endangered species. Oh, they shake hands. I'm laughing so hard I'm crying.
You're laughing so hard you're crying? You have tears in your eyes? Can I have one?
Sure, honey.
I have it! The tear of the dragon! Now I don't have to marry the stupid prince!
What is she still doing here? Take care of that. Trolls, beautiful fun. Naughty gnomes, crafty chumps. Trolls, people fun. Better run. Here we come.
Oh no, it's Abbott.
We should beat him up anyway.
Yeah, where's that guy?
I don't think we want to find that out.
Let's get out. Yeah, I kind of want some dinner tonight, you know? I haven't ate in a couple hours. Yeah, you know. Yeah, bedtime. Shut up.
Good morning, Priscilla!
Huh? Who?
Good morning, Lex. You slept in the forest.
I crossed the dead stream and I climbed the barren rocks and I walked all this way in the snow and I was so tired.
You went past the barren rocks last night? There's terrible creatures out there.
Yes, the crescent moon bear, but he's not as bad as everyone says he is.
He eats people!
No, he doesn't. He just gets mad when he's woken up.
Why did you go so far anyways?
I had to get gifts for my parents so they don't make me marry someone I don't love.
Oh, that's cool. Here, let me help you. Oh, you're all covered in mud and leaves.
Oh, well, it's okay. I'll just brush them out later.
Really? yesterday you seemed different.
Maybe I was. A little. I don't know. I was almost eaten by a dragon. It seems silly to worry about a little thing like leaves in my hair.
Oh, there's a spider on here. I'm joking.
You're so funny. Watch out for the spider. I'm just kidding. I have to get back to the palace.
You work there?
Well, kind of.
Well, if you're passing through the woods sometime.
Maybe, or the next time my pony meets you.
A pony. A maid with her own pony. That's really funny.
Yeah, laugh all you want, Smithy boy. We'll see.
Alright. So see ya.
Goodbye.
Oh, my dear.
Oh, my sweet prince.
Just think, in a few hours we shall be wed.
There's something I need to tell you.
There's something I must confess to as well.
You go first.
Maybe you should go first.
You two? Still? Fine. The king and queen are coming.
Right now?
Yes, right now. Right in the audience. No, wait. Hide behind here. No. Underneath here. Underneath. Oh, your highness. That's just
Being foolish? We're not amused.
Merry Christmas! What a wonderful day to have a Christmas wedding. And there's the two lovebirds. Lucy!
You've got some explaining to do, Lucy.
Sire, I love her. We spent the whole night just walking and talking. I am deeply in love with her.
No.
You can't marry her.
So, you know?
You don't think we know our own maid?
The maid?
Why are you canoodling with the maid?
But I was with the princess.
That's not the princess.
That's the maid, you mosquito brain idiot.
I'm sorry, Prince Valiant. I wanted to tell you.
You're not the princess.
No. I'm sorry.
But that means that I have to marry...
Me! I'm the princess!
Oh, no. I mean, milady.
Lucy, you're fired. And you. This is somehow your fault.
I knew it.
Come, child. Let the wedding begin. No! This has nothing to do with the jester. Lucy is not fired, and I am not marrying him.
What?
What?
What? You most certainly are. We went through considerable trouble to arrange this.
But I have gifts.
For me?
For everyone. But you're the princess. You don't give gifts. You get them. This year is different. I'm different. This is for you. And this is for you. And it's nothing much. But this is for you.
Your Highness! Thank you! I have strings! Strings, string and a string!
It's a hair. A yellow hair. Do I need more hair? Am I going bald?
It's a vial. Perfume, of course. Funny. It doesn't smell at all. It was salty! Ugh!
I don't think I need more hair. I got lots. Well, on with the wedding.
No! I'm not marrying him!
You most certainly are. You're a princess. You're supposed to marry a prince. This is the only prince who could find for you. I am the king, and you will obey me.
Believe us. But I got the hair and I got the tear, and I did everything she said. She's back.
Blessings be upon this palace. Let me go. Thanks for carrying me here, dearie. My legs aren't what they used to be.
Well, I don't know how much help I was. Carried me through the rough bits.
I wanted to. Mistress What?
What?
Yes.
What did you call her?
Yes.
Call me Wakanda. It will save a lot of dialogue.
You know this woman?
Oh, yes. She gave me a potion once, too. Never mind, honey. Mistress What? It didn't work. It didn't work at all. I did everything you said. I climbed the barren rocks, and I raped the bear, and I beat the dragon, and I got the tear and everything. And they threw them all away, and it's all gone wrong. And I have to marry the stupid prince.
Well, of course they threw him away. A hair, a drop of salty water. They were worthless.
You are a wicked witch.
I wouldn't call me a witch at all. Although some might call me a wise woman. Tell me, who crossed the dead stream, climbed the barren rocks, and walked as far as the other side of night?
I did.
Who was that?
Princess Stuck Up. Princess Snooty Pants.
And who came back?
Well,
You convinced the Crescent Moon Bear to give you a hair, right from his own chest. Do you not think you can get your own father to listen to you? You calmed the angry dragon and made her laugh till she cried. Do you not think you can bring your own mother that happiness? The princess that went into the forest is not the same one that came out of it. She is a princess worthy of a true prince.
but I don't want to marry him.
You can't marry me anyway. He's the real prince.
What?
I met him in the forest when I was chopping wood. He said that if I gave him my clothes, he'd give me a shining white steed and I could go and marry some stuck-up, snooty-pants princess.
It's true. I didn't want to marry someone vain and shallow, so I traded my clothes and horse for him, which I'll need back. But I would marry you.
You're the real prince?
And you're just a woodscutter?
Actually, I'm the blacksmith's son.
A blacksmith? That's kind of hot.
It does get warm by the forge, that's true.
I'm confused. Your daughter is marrying the true prince, Prince Adam.
But he's dressed as a peasant.
So is your daughter. It's not the clothes, dearie. Look at him for who he is.
He's kind. He's modest. And he likes animals.
Even in mud and leaves, your beautiful work matters on the inside. So beautiful any princess should surely throw you into the dungeon.
I feel like I've escaped from a dungeon. If only I had the blood rose. I would give it to you right now and we would be married.
Check your pockets.
But
How? You carried it with you the whole time. You just couldn't find it till you found the true prince. Well, okay. I might be a bit of a witch. You never know with magic.
Oh.
shall have a double wedding. The celebration shall last for 1 week. This is the best gift ever.
And the best Christmas.
Sire, my lords, ladies, and gentlemen, the Christmas tree are dead!
Now that's funny.
I love it. I love them. Thank you. This has been such a fun time, and we are so appreciative of you coming out to our banquet. Before we leave, I have a bunch of people I would like to acknowledge, and yes, I wrote them down so I didn't forget. Okay. I already acknowledged Jessica, but she's somewhere back there helping so much. So give Jessica another hand. There you are. Now, there's wonderful scenery up here. Crystal Eldridge and her sister Ashley are responsible for that, so she needs to come up here and have a hand, because this is awesome. She just does it better and better every year, doesn't she? Such an eye for it. I told him last night, I was joking with her, and I said, when I came in and saw this, I went, oh my gosh, how did you do this? And I said, now you can't leave until I retire. And then she said, maybe you better retire. So I don't know, who won the quilt raffle? Who was that? Oh, he's won before, hasn't he? And then Pete Mangum's pictures. Nancy Nielsen and Prime Rib. Whoa, and Armando, will you stand, because Armando donated the power. And Armando, when I heard that, my heart just skipped, because he's an alumni in the Give Back. That's just really great. And I'll tell you a little story about Armando. We were doing Beauty and the Beast a few years ago, and he was the clock, okay? And he was so funny, and every time he would say this line, we would sit back. I was in the sound booth with him, and he would go, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And you said it in your wonderful accent, and we would just crack up every time. Well, last spring, I went to a dinner, and I said, Armando, you know, we laughed all the time at everything you said. And he said, I didn't even understand one thing I said. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much, Armando. And then Dean and Tina, his daughter, in the sound booth and the lights. And I can tell you that it went much smoother tonight than last night. We had so much cell phone interruptions, so thank you for turning off your cell phones. So EskDale Community, for our facilities, our lighting, all the sound equipment, they allow us to use that, and we're so grateful. So we can give them a round of applause. We have parent and community volunteers, and of course we have the chefs, Tabitha and Cherie, and Mary Waite helps every year with that back there. I would also like to thank Chandra. Jessica helped out with that for the reservation process. I can't tell you that well, maybe I should tell you that in years past, when everybody gave me their checks and all the kids said, we have another reservation, and I was trying to put it all together, and I washed checks, and yeah. Anyway, it's wonderful to have people who are a little more with it. Thank you. And then we have some babysitters that Gwendy, wherever you are, every year she does that, and Cecilia, so we're so thankful. But now you can give this wonderful cast a round of applause, and they're my jam. I love them. So, Mary?
Us students would personally like to thank everybody who has helped out so much to make us look good, which is really hard because a few days ago we were a mess. We would like to thank the twins. They always make such good food. Definitely smells good. Us actors, we get to snack on things like today in drama we each had like 30 breadsticks. We would like to thank Dean and Tina. They do such a good job with the lighting, and they put up with us, and we stress them out quite a bit too. And I would also like to thank Crystal and Janine and Ashley, who helped make us this beautiful backdrop and these awesome costumes, and Janine, who made the quilt. And we would like to thank Jessica because she helps out so much too in drama and helping us get our part together. And most of all, we want to thank Lois because we cause her the most stress, and she still continues to put up with us and encourage us to be our best and do our best, and we're so grateful for her. Anyway, so thank you everybody who came and helped.
Yes, thank you all. We appreciate it. We hope to have another one next year, so come back and have a Merry Christmas. Good night.